It's back to school time! Woo! Or as I like to call it, the most wonderful time of the year. If you've got one of your kids heading off to university, I've got a recipe for you that they can make all by themselves. Today I'm going to make one of my world famous easy dinners. It's called jacket potatoes. It's so cinch, you can make it for one, you can make it for four. It's basically a baked or a microwaved potato or a sweet potato with a whole bunch of stuff on it. They eat them in England, and my son and I first had them when we were over there when he was about 17. And I'm telling you, if Andrew had not learned about jacket potatoes when he went off to university, he would have actually starved to death. So this is one of those recipes that you can teach your kids or you can make for your family, but it's so easy that they can make it too. All right, first things first. So all you need is either a russet potato, whoa, that's hot, or a sweet potato. Okay, now I've already microwaved them, but you could bake them in the oven if you wanted to. Totally your call. And it's totally your call whether you want to use a russet or you want to use a sweet potato. And I think you remember the video. Yeah, I'm a russet. No, I'm a sweet potato. I'm not a yam. I just burnt my hands. Okay, so I'm going to show you two versions. I'm going to show you the mom version, and then I'll show you the university student version. Okay, so the mom version is probably going to be a little bit healthier. And so I'm going to use a sweet potato. Now, I bought these really cool baskets at a store, I don't even know when, a couple of years ago, and I love them. And then a store here up in Canada called Loblaws, or the Superstore, they have these papers that you can use, and I love them because it makes you feel like you're kind of doing restaurant food. So I just line a basket and I put the sweet potato in, okay? So in you go. And then using a knife, I'm just going to cut down the center of the sweet potato, and I'm going to open it up because you're going to put all of the stuff into the sweet potato. Basically, it's the vessel, all right? Now, I use regular canned beans and tomato sauce, and you can either microwave them or you can heat them on the top of the stove. And basically, about a third of a can goes per each serving, but you can have more if you want. It's a wonderful source of protein. So I'm going to spoon in about a half a cup, okay? I'm just eyeballing it. There is a recipe below if you want to follow it. It was in one of my books. Actually, it's in Healthy Starts Here, but I do another version where you can actually have a chili. So if you have any leftover chili, this goes really well in here as well. And we're going to do a draw in a couple of weeks with a hashtag I love beans, and I want you to give me just some of the ideas that you have to send food off to your kids in university, because beans are really economical. That's one of the reasons why I like to use it in this recipe. All right, now the next thing a mom would do is to put on a little bit of some really good old cheddar. This is 2-year-old white cheddar, and old cheddar tastes better, and so you only have to use a little bit. So I've got a fruit and vegetable, I've got a protein source, and I've got a dairy source. Now I'm going to add some bells and whistles. I don't know any kid who doesn't love salsa, and I always have salsa in the house, so I'm just going to pour the salsa on top of the tomato. And the reason I put the cheese on top of the beans is so that it will kind of melt, and then the salsa on top. And then I love tomatoes, and so I've always got like lovely tomatoes, and they're in season right now. Just pop them on top. It's okay if it falls over. And then a little bit of green onion, like that. I love that. And then I love avocado. It's a heart-healthy fat. If you want to check out one of our videos, we actually show you how to take care of them, how to buy them, how to take care of an avocado. You're a very good avocado. Do you want to talk to mommy? Anyway, just split it open, and then using a spoon, I'll use the same one from the salsa. You're just going to spoon in you get about a half an avocado each, and put that on top kind of like that. And I love cilantro, so if you love cilantro as much as I do, I just sort of rip off some and rip it on top and kind of drizzle it over. And there's dinner. So, you know, when my husband's off playing hockey, my son, he lives in his own place right now, and I'm starving, I always have these elements in my house, so I've always got a quick, nutrient-dense, easy dinner. Okay, now I'm going to show you the version that you would do in university. This is what my son did, okay? So he gets the potato and he cuts it all up. And then because he said, Mom, it was easier. Woo, that's hot. Hot potato. What's the pun? I can't remember. Anyway, and then he just dumped he actually would put an entire can of beans on this. He said he didn't mind the gas. And then he would put like a gob of cheese on. So this is totally the kid version, university student. And then he loves cilantro, so that got kind of drowned. And loved green onion, loves green onion, loves tomato, and then loves avocado so much that he would put the whole one on. And it's a heart healthy fat, so that's okay. So there's basically Andrew's version, all right? And this he ate all the way through university a couple of times a week, and it was was his favorite go-to. So there's the university version. There's the mummy version, but they're both fabulous. They're both good for you. They got all your food groups represented, and you're doing yourself and your body a great favor when you eat a dinner like this. So until next time, I'm wishing you peace, love, and fiber. Fiber, there's a lot of fiber in this. And if you love the video, give me a thumbs up, tell your friends. But you know what? Tell your kids to watch this video if you're in university, because they can make this. They can totally pull it off. And maybe if you win this book, you can send it to them. It's got tons of great recipes in it. As a matter of fact, there's a recipe in here that my son, he was wandering around the halls once in his university dorm, and he smelled something that smelled like one of my recipes. It was this chocolate chip cookie thing. Anyway, he went and he goes, "Man, that smells like my mom's cookies." And she goes, "Oh, I got it out of this book that my mom sent me." He goes, "Oh my God, that's my mom." Anyway, they're married now. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, so all right, so see you next time. Peace, love, and fiber.